So 0.2 less than when we were running the MacDon that we run. Well, I didn't expect to be starting this video in the afternoon today, but this morning Dad and I looked over the combine, serviced it, and I installed the grain tank mirrors finally that came in a couple days ago. I wasn't able to install them yesterday because of those demos, but we still have the MacDon head here. And shout out to Glasscock for letting us keep this for a few more days, and we're gonna end up finishing bean harvest with it, so this will be pretty cool. But we still had the double crop beans, which won't be ready for at least another week, so I highly doubt we'll still have it. But for now, we get to run it for a few more days, so that's cool. So huge shout out to them. So if you guys want to hear what my thoughts were on the 640, the 2017 640 versus the brand new, I don't know what year this is, I believe 2019, FD1 40 MacDon, go ahead and watch the previous video. I'll have a card for it linked right above here right now, and you guys can check that out. So what we got going on today is that we're going to finish up this little sliver here in this big 120 acre-ish field, and move over to the 25-ish patch right behind me. Once we get this done over here at the river, we're going to move over to Wanatah again, just in the Porter County, and there's about 90 acres over there for Marv that's ready to go on Anita's, and we're going to get that knocked out today, hopefully. Most of them, depending on the weather. And then after that, tomorrow, we'll end up moving back over to Botsky's and finishing that up and switch back over to corn then.
Up to 25 gallon hour on fuel though. Still running 9/10 of a gallon to the acre. Pull that semi up in line with that pump ditch, and we'll just leave it set there, because you should only have to come back here and dump like enough to fill the semi, and then the rest should go on the auger wagon out of that strip.
Oh, it looks so much better with a bigger head on it. One thing that's been really nice having a 40-foot head out here is the end rows. There's, instead of 70 foot of end rows, there's 80 foot. So that means that's an extra 10 foot of turnaround space, and that makes things a heck of a lot easier in some spots. So that is definitely a plus with the larger head. But 90 foot end rows would be even better. But, you know, like I said, the only downside is the fact that we'd be running 15 inches closer in what we did than when we ran the 9650 with the 35-foot head. So that is something we need to consider, and like I said, that is really, really close, and I don't think I would be comfortable doing that. I mean, yeah, I have auto steer, but still, I don't want to run the risk of running that close to the head. I will have to look into, though, if there is a way to extend our auger, and if there is, then I would go to a 45-foot head, but I don't know if they make an extension kit for a 26-foot auger on a John Deere S-Series combine to extend it out, say, to 28-foot. I guess if somebody does know, please comment down below and let me know, because that would be a game changer for us in going from a 40 to either a 45 now. So, because as of right now, I'm pretty sure we're set on a 40, considering how close that would be running grain cart then.
Yeah, before the end, and then you can go dump it.
Matt, don't take my 680. No, don't take it away. wouldn't take long, especially with a 40-foot. We can fly through this field. All we have left is a little patch there on the south side of this house, and we'll be done here over at the river. Well, Dad's got another round yet, and then we'll be done officially over at the river. Grandpa just got back from the port, and we're gonna work on shuffling some equipment around and start working our way over to Marv's. Alright, Dad's on his way over to Anita's, over to Marv's field, and Grandpa and I are going to move one of the trucks and the grain cart back to the farm, come back here. He's going to take the head over, I'm going to fly back and get the grain cart, and then I am going to head on over to the field then with the grain cart. Alrighty, so I'm back from getting fuel, and Dad wanted me to grab him a sandwich, so looks like we're opening up this back half here, and Marv's got all the tandems lined up. Austin's here also hauling. I believe all these beans go straight to Malden, and Malden's literally just a stone's throw away from here, so this should go fairly quick. And I just talked with Dad, and there's a backfield just beyond this other side here, and there's about 15 acres back there, and Dad went back there first and checked them, and not quite ready yet. Those are running 17-18%, so we're just gonna stay here on this north side here and cut all these tonight. I don't know if those will be ready tomorrow or not. I got my doubts, but we can always try them. Oh man, that's awesome. Tell him, I don't know, that he needs to be cooking up a big deal then. I don't know, that's $10,000 off the asking price then. Yep. Production A-grade quality filming. When the world's trying to call me. Same people again. What the heck?
Did you bring me anything to drink, or did I not see it?
It's in the refrigerator.
Much more footage and do some more videos on this.
Well, I have it with me right now. I was just debating on shooting it up tonight yet. Follow the leader. Just wrapped up this back square here and working on this north L, I guess you want to call it, because it got a lane that kind of goes through here and it kind of makes this rest of this field kind of like an L, I guess. There's a couple of high tension towers out here also, so beware of your auger. So we're gonna get this opened up because Dad never opened up the ends down here. He just cut up straight through and opened up this back field. And gonna get this thing opened up and fly through these beans. Loving this 40-foot. This thing is awesome. Though I want to go to a 45. Now many of you guys are probably like, why do you need to go to a 45 if you're really sufficient with a 40? Well, our biggest thing is that we can easily handle a 45. It's just a matter of, you know, probably modifying that auger more than likely. I mean, really, I I really don't see any reason why we can't just put like a 2.5 foot extension on there and run like 28.5 foot. But I don't know if there's a reason you shouldn't. I mean, I guess added weight, but I don't know. I really don't see a reason why you can't just put an extension on there and run a 45 foot head then. But it's probably not recommended by John Deere, so that's probably why most guys don't do it, or probably have never done it. But for those of you that have ever done it, please speak up in the comments down below, because this would seriously be the tipping point on either going to a 40 or going to a 45. Dad was actually on the phone with the salesman from MacDon who came up and brought this head out to us. He was also texting with him after he talked with him, basically just trying to get an idea on how much this head is and what we could be looking at on trade for ours right now and versus next year. And seeing, since this does not have all the options on it, if we go with MacDon, which that is not out of the cards at this point, because we've always loved MacDon, and really the Deere demo was out there just to kind of compare and decide, okay, is it worth going to a John Deere head, or is it okay to stay with MacDon? Are we going to be okay staying with an FD1 MacDon then? So that is the reason why we had John Deere out there to compare. I mean, it's always good to compare and always good to take a look at other products out there. I understand that we will never be able to run this machine to its full potential, but being able to utilize what potential is there, that, you know, why can't we just throw a 45 foot head on here? Because a Class 8 will handle it too if we go down to a 780, because our next combine, depending on if there's another great deal on a Class 9 out there of a 790, more than likely our next combine will be a 780, or Lord only knows what John Deere comes out with after, you know, the 7 series or 700 series, sorry. And you know, is it going to be an 880? I don't know, you know, because I've seen pictures and I've seen footage of the inside of the inside and outside of the new John Deere combines, and I'm pretty impressed with them, but there's a lot of technology on them. Other thing we need to get done on that left side of the combine, that row finder light that you see right there underneath the grain tank, the right side one works, the left side one does not work. Larson Lights has them available for $70 in their LED replacements. So what I'm thinking I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end up buying 2 of them, one for each side, and just do LEDs for both of them and be done with it. Well, we got about 60 acres done out of the 90 acres that's here. So some of the beans, like I said, weren't ready, so the odds were against us anyways that we were gonna get this field done tonight. So beans are already getting tough. We're not gonna quite fill the black semi that Grandpa brought over. So Dad's hoping that he can cut to the halfway point here where the lane is, and we're just gonna call it quits then. And hopefully tomorrow we'll get Marv's beans pretty much finished up then. Anyways guys, thanks for watching as always, and I will catch you guys in the next video.